Week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll get to see the Eagles' burner at wide receiver.
The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Sanders, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Once again with Sanders. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. From the 27, Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Well, they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
On second down and 4, Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Fields on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. 65 yards on the ground for him so far. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Take it in at the 22. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On first down, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A pretty wild first quarter. 21. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
18 Rebels.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Walker is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. on the ground with Montgomery. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Fields. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Fields now to throw. He'll get that. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. That'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. In motion left is Watkins. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his left. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it, and that was a thing of beauty there.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Walker now on first and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In motion left is Watkins. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 6. 4 yards on the play. That leads to the first and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
In motion left goes Smith. Second down, back to Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick-6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Pick-6 last drive. Here's Fields again. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Fields throwing again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to go up top again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw is Fields. Got an open man, it's Pringle. Touchdown, Chicago! Pringle, 33 yards. And the Bears take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Taken in at the 3. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 90 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Fields. Looking sideline, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Smith, the man in motion left. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field? Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Give to Walker on the read option. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. It'll be Hurts on the option. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to get going again. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now they're in the hurry-up. off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. Miles Sanders from 10 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Eagles. 18, right in.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And once again, this is Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Ken Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears now ready to take over again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, here's Fields. And his throw is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Finding space at the 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. 82 yards. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 28 yards. And the Eagles continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. And the numbers for him pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard. Sometimes it's a bend but don't break, right? He gets his yardage. That's cool, but it's not paying off on the scoreboard. They're not getting the points necessary. And if you're a defensive team, you'll give up that yardage for the kind of lead they have.
That's what I was going to ask you. Sometimes you say, let this guy do his thing. Let's control what we can control elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Take away the rest of the guys. Don't let them hurt you as well. But the biggest one is they contained him well enough that they've been able to increase their lead.
Fields on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 White. 79 Broncos.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Panther 11, 18, Pioneer.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Ebner going to elect to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Taken at about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Got an open man, it's Pringle.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
On 1st down, it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
To throw, Fields.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end and get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Santos with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Mustang 19. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Buffalo 18. Drop 60, drop 60. Hey, man. Come back team. Come back team.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Fields.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the... Giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused in trying to complete passes.
Let's go, baby. Let's play now, baby. Let's play. Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight.
In motion, the tight end.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on